proteins that are more than 70% identical. Yeah. But you could even go down to 30%. Actually, in the paper that you did for fundamentals, the Reed et al., they used the NR10, yeah, which is a fairly extreme case where basically you don't expect many of those sequences to be homologous to each other at the 10% identity. Yeah. Remember the plot in the beginning. Okay. Very short sequences, we already said that, very distant ones. Sometimes you get good hits and they're completely useless. And I think that would be, I think this is where I can stop for today. You can get a very good hit and it says annotated. That's a nice annotation, right? Or it says hypothetical protein. What was that? Yeah, it looks like a protein, but we don't know whether it's a protein. Right? So that you have an open reading frame with a start and a stop codon, and maybe even some of the other criteria that you have for detecting a gene. But it was never observed in real life, right? Because you don't know whether it's just somewhere in the genome. Or a putative classification, right? Oh, this looks like a membrane transporter. Why? Because it looks like one. Yeah? So it's a putative membrane transporter, but nobody actually went out to the lab and tested it. Or proteins that look like other proteins. Insulin-like growth factor. Well, this is, you must have seen some of those. Who hasn't seen some of those annotations yet? Yeah? You'll see them when you start searching for protein. Or conserved hypothetical, that's also a nice one. So it looks like something that could look like something. I don't know exactly how to translate it. My favorite one is actually what I think it's in you find that in PFAM. It's abbreviated DUF, which is a nice Dutch word, lame, duf. But it stands for domain of unknown function, which is, as an annotation, is quite useless. Okay, anyway, well, at least you know that your protein is a domain. It is something. It's slightly better than nothing, but it's still not really very convincing. Okay. What? Yes, I'm skipping profile wonder, and yeah. So, what did we do? A little bit about profile methods. Thinking about homology. This is left over from Jaap's lecture last week. Alignment scores, z-scores, scrambling, and then the e-values and the extreme value distribution, sequence searching, low complexity filtering, and some pitfalls for homology search. So we have 1 minute left before the practical starts, but if there are still questions, I'm happy to take them. No? Okay. Thanks.